Stop before you reach for that $12 bottle of oven cleaner. Before you waste another Saturday scrubbing until your arms give out. I need you to watch this. This right here, this is a paste made from 2 ingredients you already have in your kitchen. Total cost? Less than $1. $1. And in about 20 minutes, with 0 scrubbing, 0 harsh chemicals, 0 effort, your oven is going to look like it just came out of the factory. I'm not exaggerating. Look at this oven behind me. This is 4 years of burnt grease, carbonized drips, and baked-on disaster. Most people look at this and think, there's no saving it. They buy expensive foaming sprays, they use steel wool, they give up. But today, I'm going to show you what the big appliance companies and cleaning product industry have been hiding from you since the 1950s. A simple, ancient kitchen formula, buried, suppressed, because if you knew this, you would never buy an oven cleaner again. Hit subscribe right now if you want to save money and clean smarter. Let's get into it. Here's something they don't teach you. Here's something nobody in the cleaning aisle wants you to know. Back in the early 1900s, before the era of aerosol cans and chemical corporations, housewives and professional kitchen cleaners used a completely natural paste to keep their ovens spotless. It was passed down from mother to daughter, written in household management books that have now been out of print for decades. The formula was so effective, so cheap, and so easy that when the commercial cleaning industry emerged in the 1950s and 1960s, they had a problem. A big problem. You can't make money selling people something they can already make for pennies. So what did they do? They launched aggressive advertising campaigns. They convinced the public that professional chemicals were the only solution for serious grease. They used words like industrial strength, professional grade, deep penetrating formula. They created fear around the idea of a dirty oven, and then sold you the expensive solution. And it worked. The global oven cleaner market is now worth hundreds of millions of dollars per year. Products filled with sodium hydroxide? Lie. A highly caustic, corrosive chemical that can burn your skin, irritate your lungs, and leave toxic residue near your food. Meanwhile, the original $1 paste? Buried, forgotten, hidden in plain sight, until today. And here's the real twist. The science behind this simple paste is actually more effective on burnt organic grease than most commercial products. I'll prove that to you in the science section. But first, let me show you exactly what you need. 2 ingredients, that's it. 2 ingredients that are sitting in your kitchen right now. Ingredient number 1, baking soda. The standard 500 dry box costs around $1 at any grocery store, pharmacy, or dollar store. You can also find it in bulk at warehouse stores for even less. This is the foundation of our paste. Ingredient number 2, white vinegar or dish soap. White vinegar costs less than $1 per bottle, or use basic dish soap. The cheap stuff works just as well. You only need a few tablespoons. Optional boosters. And these are completely optional, but they supercharge the formula. A few drops of lemon juice. Already have lemons? Use them. They add extra cutting power and a clean scent. A teaspoon of table salt if the grease is extremely old and carbonized. Total cost breakdown. Baking soda used per clean, about 15 cents. Vinegar or dish soap used, about 10 cents. Total per application, approximately 25 cents. Absolute maximum if you buy everything fresh, under $2. Compare that to commercial oven cleaners that cost $8 to $15 per bottle and contain chemicals that require gloves, ventilation, and careful handling. This paste? Safe enough to make with bare hands. Safe enough to use in a kitchen where food is prepared. Let me now tell you why this works by my mind, because the science is genuinely fascinating. Let's talk about what burnt oven grease actually is. Because understanding the enemy is the first step to defeating it. And when oils and food drip onto your oven walls and floor, they go through a process called pyrolysis. Fancy word, simple idea. The heat breaks the fats down, polymerizes them, and fuses them into a hard, carbon-like crust. That's the black, sticky, rock-hard layer you see. Commercial cleaners use sodium hydroxide, lye, to dissolve this. Lye is an alkali. It breaks the chemical bonds in the polymerized fat through a process called saponification, essentially turning the grease into a soap-like substance that can be wiped away. Here's what's brilliant about our paste. Baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, is also an alkali. Mild, yes, but not weak. When baking soda sits in contact with polymerized grease over time, it slowly begins the same saponification reaction. It breaks the molecular bonds. It lifts the grease from the metal surface at the microscopic level. Now here's the key ingredient that most people miss. When you apply the paste and let it sit, the moisture in the paste creates a localized humid environment. That moisture, combined with the alkalinity, softens the carbon crust from within. It's not attacking the surface from outside like a scrubber would. It's penetrating and dissolving from the inside out. That's why there's no scrubbing. By the time you come back, the grease isn't stuck anymore. It's chemically loosened. A single wipe removes it. Adding vinegar creates a brief fizzing reaction. carbon dioxide bubbles, which helps mechanically agitate and loosen the softened grease from the surface. It's like a natural pressure release happening right inside the grease layer. Salt, if you choose to add it, acts as a mild abrasive for the most stubborn carbonized spots. But even then, the mechanical action required is minimal. This isn't magic. It's chemistry. Old, proven, brilliant chemistry that a billion-dollar industry has spent decades making you forget. Now let's use it. Let's go step by step. I'll walk you through every detail. Follow exactly, and you will get the same result I'm showing you today. Step 1. Prepare the oven. Make sure your oven is completely cool before you start. Never apply any cleaning solution to a hot or warm oven. Remove the oven racks. Set them aside. We'll deal with those separately in a moment. If there are any large, loose food chunks or debris on the bottom, remove those with a dry paper towel or brush. You just want to clear the loose stuff. The bonded burnt grease? Leave it. That's what the paste is for. Step 2. Make the paste. Into a bowl, add half a cup of baking soda. Now add dish soap, about 2 tablespoons, or white vinegar, same amount. Mix it together with a spoon until you get a thick, spreadable paste. The consistency you want is like toothpaste or peanut butter. If it's too runny, add more baking soda. If it's too dry and crumbly, add a few more drops of liquid. Perfect. Look at that. This is your weapon. This $1 paste is going to do what a $14 can of chemicals takes twice as long to do. Step 3. Apply the paste. Now, using your fingers or a spatula, start applying the paste to every interior surface of the oven. Focus especially on the heavily burnt areas. Don't be shy. Really pack it on the thick spots. The more paste in contact with the grease, the better the reaction. Cover the bottom, cover the sides, cover the oven door glass on the inside. You don't need to cover the heating elements. Work around those. For the racks, you can either coat them inside the oven or place them flat in the bathtub and apply paste there. Look at this. The whole inside is coated. Now here's the most important instruction I'm going to give you today. Walk away. That's the instruction. Walk away. Step 4. Let it sit. Minimum wait time, 12 hours. Ideal wait time, overnight, 10 to 12 hours. For extremely old, heavy grease buildup, 24 hours is even better. Set a timer if you need to. Walk away and let the chemistry do the work. I know it feels wrong. You want to scrub. Resist the urge. The paste is working right now at a molecular level. It is dissolving those bonds. It is loosening that carbon crust. All you have to do is wait. Step 5, the wipe down. Okay, it's been overnight. Let's see what this paste has done. Look at that color. Do you see how the white paste has turned brown and yellow? That is the dissolved grease. That is the lifted carbon. The paste has literally pulled it out of the surface. Now take a damp cloth, just warm water on a cloth, and start wiping. No pressure, no scrubbing, just wiping. Can you believe this? Watch what happens next. Rinse the cloth. Wipe again. The surface is clean. Keep wiping in sections, rinsing the cloth each time until all the paste residue is gone. For any small spots that need a tiny bit more attention, a soft sponge with gentle circular motion for just a few seconds, that's all it takes. No steel wool, no harsh scrubbing, no elbow grease needed. Look at this glass. Now look, clear, completely transparent. You can see straight through that door. Step 6. Rinse and finish. Do a final wipe down with a clean, plain wet cloth. This removes any remaining baking soda residue. If you see any white powdery patches, those are just dried baking soda. A quick wipe with a wet cloth removes them instantly. Now dry everything with a clean, dry cloth or paper towels. Replace the oven racks. And there it is. Look at this. Look at this. That is the same oven you saw at the start of this video. Same oven. 4 years of burnt grease and carbonized disaster. Gone. Completely gone. The walls are clean. The floor of the oven is clean. The door glass is crystal clear. For the first time in years. This corner here, that was the worst spot. Solid black crust, completely clean. This sidewall had 3 years of dripped grease baked into it. Gone. And this is what came off. All of that was on your oven walls, inside the place where you cook your food. And it came off with a damp cloth and a paste that cost you less than $1. No caustic chemicals, no toxic fumes, no hours of scrubbing until your arms ache. One application, one overnight wait, one wipe down. The result? A factory fresh looking oven. Permanently clean until the next time you cook, obviously. But here's the real gift. You can do this again anytime. Anytime your oven gets dirty, 25 cents in one night. That's the answer forever. A few important notes before you try this at home. Safety first. Baking soda and dish soap are both food safe and non-toxic. But I always recommend wearing rubber gloves. Not because it's dangerous, but because the dissolved grease is dirty and the paste can dry your hands out. Do not apply the paste to heating elements. Work around them carefully. If any paste gets onto the elements, wipe it off with a dry cloth before using the oven. Always make sure the oven is completely cold before applying paste and before doing the wipe down. After cleaning, before you cook anything, run the oven empty at 200 degrees for 10 minutes. This burns off any microscopic trace of residue and ensures your oven is ready for food use. Pro tips to maximize your results. For really ancient, extremely carbonized grease, add 1 teaspoon of coarse table salt to your paste. The salt adds gentle abrasion to the already softened grease without scratching. For oven racks, soak them in the bathtub with hot water and a generous amount of the same paste for 2 to 3 hours, then rinse. They come out like new. If you have a self-cleaning oven, you can still use this paste. It's gentler on seals and components than the extreme heat of the self-clean cycle, and it won't damage the oven's interior coating. Apply this paste once a month, even before heavy buildup, and your oven will literally never look dirty again. Prevention is even easier than cure, so there you have it. The $1 kitchen paste that kills burnt oven grease forever. No scrubbing, no expensive chemicals, no unnecessary suffering on a Saturday afternoon. A formula that existed long before corporate cleaning brands decided you needed to pay $14 for a can of lye and a prayer. This works. The science is real. The result speaks for itself. And now you know. So the next time someone in your family is about to buy oven cleaner, send them this video, because knowledge like this needs to spread. If this video helped you, smash that like button right now. Seriously, it takes 1 second and it helps more people find this channel. Subscribe and hit the bell icon. Because every single week, I bring you more of these buried formulas, forgotten hacks, and industry secrets that save you money and time. Next week, I'm going to show you a 50-cent powder that removes 20 years of rust from any metal surface, permanently. Big hardware companies have been selling you rust converters and rust removers for decades when this was sitting in your pantry the whole time. You will not want to miss that one. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What is the dirtiest thing in your home that you think is beyond saving? Your oven? Your stovetop? Old tiles? Rusty tools? Tell me in the comments. Your suggestion might be the next video on this channel. Thank you for watching. Go make that paste tonight, and I'll see you in the next one.